some of us gonna be put to death and be martyrs, but some of us, the Lord gonna protect. But the majority of us, the Lord gonna protect of the elect, and the hair is not going to be touched on their head. But does it mean that literally you might not get a cut, you might not get a hair while you out there trying to survive? No, it's just saying that you're not going to be put to death and you're going to survive. But at the same time, you're going to be hated, so they're going to be coming for us. You're going to have to go through your affliction. Through much tribulation should we enter into the kingdom. It says, in your patience possess ye your souls. And ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. And that's going back to 70 AD. But even during this time, to qualify it, it is going back to 70 AD. But to qualify, that's going to happen again. You're going to see your cities compassed with armies, man. The National Guard, the military coming in to shut down the cities. And they not going to be playing, man. They're not going to be hitting rocks hitting their head and they come back and they fighting with you. No, they're going to just be shooting. Like they was doing, it was in a country over there in Africa, I forgot which one, but they was just putting people to death. You know, they gonna just be walking on, marching down the streets. You try to get in their way and throw a rock, they just go. It ain't gonna be a beanbag gun. It's gonna be boom, she dead. Boom, he dead. So then you know, oh, okay, this is the time. It's over with, and we very close to that. We seen a glimpse of that 2020 last year with all the riots and stuff. And they was out there whooping people, and people was getting put to death too. You know, here, let's jump back to it. Because the elect, like it says, a hair on your head should not be touched. The elect's gonna have that hedge above them. You know, most of this is really for the 2/3. The 2/3 gonna have it bad out here, man. Why? Because it's the prophets are out here like me preaching, trying to warn you, but you don't want to take heed, man. You don't want to hear this shit. You want to party, you want to kick it, you want to pursue a rap career, you want to pursue entertainment career, being an actor, being some type of artist, being some type of athlete. You don't give no fuck about this shit, man. You won't even take heed to it. You won't even take heed to it, man. You might think I'm bugged out. You might be a scoffer. Man, what is he doing? Man, don't nobody want to hear that shit. I'm going to eat my crab legs, man. I'm going to eat my shrimp all I want, man. I'm going to fuck as many bitches as I want. I don't care if it is somebody's baby mama or wife. Man, I'm going to get tattoos, man. I'm going to get the mark of the beast, man. I'm going to go get the jab, man. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do, man. I'm not trying to hear that shit, man. I don't believe in the Bible. You ain't taking heed to the prophet's words, man. So in the time that you're crying and you're saying, damn, all hell breaking loose, damn, God help me, the Lord ain't going to hear you because you ain't trying to hear him right now. So the Lord going to be like, man, I was calling out for you, ain't want to hear me. Matter of fact, if I go back to Zechariah 7, verse 13, it says, therefore it comes to pass that as he cried, right? So the Lord crying out to you right now. How's the Lord crying out to you? With his prophets, man like me out here crying out to you by the word of his by the mouth of his prophets. It says, and they would not hear, so they cried, and I would not hear, save the Lord of hosts. So you're gonna be crying, the Lord said he would not hear, save the Lord of hosts. You know, this is Zechariah 13, verse 7. Look like there's some people over here interested, you know. Let's see what they're talking about. Zechariah 13 verse 7, it says, awake, O sword, against my shepherd. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Talk to your father. Any questions? What's it's just the old train station. It's the old train station. What do you guys lineage go back to? Huh? What do your lineage go back to? Are you Muslim?
Yeah.
Go back to Ishmael?
Isaac.
Isaac?
Yeah.
You go back to Isaac? Being Muslim?
Yeah.
Okay. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob?
Not Jacob.
Not Jacob?
No.
Okay, so just, well, you know Isaac had Jacob. That's his son.
That's okay, man. I don't want to...
You can't go back to Isaac without...
I don't want to argue with you because
No, it's
The
not.
branches are different.
No, it's not arguing. But if you're Isaac, Isaac had 2 sons, right?
Yeah.
Jacob and Esau.
Yeah.
So you will have to come from either Jacob or Esau if you come from Isaac.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have no more kids.
Ibrahim is common, so that's just stick up to there.
Abraham had Ishmael.
Adam and Ibrahim.
Abraham had 2 sons, right?
I don't care. Adam, Ibrahim, Muhammad, me.
Oh, man. That guy's bugged out, man. I'm trying to figure out what he's talking about. He said he don't care, but he said he don't want to argue with me because it's 2 different practice. Well, damn, I mean, who's arguing? But I'm like, he looked like he said he's Muslim, so we know he go back to Ishmael, but he said he go back to Isaac. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll take the man for his word. But I said, so you go from Jacob? He said, no, not Jacob, just Isaac. It's like, but Isaac, if you go back to Isaac, you can't go back to Isaac without going through either Jacob or Esau, because Isaac had 2 kids. So you would have to go through either Jacob or Esau. So how can you say he don't look like an Edomite, but how can you say that you go back to Isaac, but you don't go through Jacob? No, man, it's bullshit. The dude goes to Ishmael, man. But that's cool, you know, because I was going to bring out Galatians 4 anyway. But back to the program. Verse 7, it says, awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the man that is my fellow, say the Lord of hosts. 2/3 are going to be put to death. But on one quick twist, though, it's like, bro, you walk up staring, you come within inches to me, and you're just staring the whole time. So I stop what I'm doing to ask you some questions, and then when I ask you questions, you don't want to talk. Then what the fuck was all this staring for? Because you want to know what it is? Like he said, 2 different practices, and he don't want to argue. We don't have to argue. The book's right here. You say you go back to Isaac, the book's right here. It's not that is because they hate you, bro. He don't want to get the word from you. You see what I'm saying? 2 different, like he said, 2 different doctrines. We the prophets, but they don't look at us as being the prophets. You see what I'm saying? If some type of Saudi Arabia teacher or whatever was there, then he'd come and hear the word, because he look up to them as being a prophet. They don't look at us as being the prophets. So he don't want to really talk to me about it, because it's going to be an argument, because he don't want to hear it, because he think he knows more than me. And he don't. So it was very simple. Bro, you say you come from Isaac, so I asked you, Jacob? So you say you come from Jacob? No, I said Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? And he said, no, not Jacob. What the fuck is you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. So if you're a humble man, you should come, and then I could break it down to you. But they don't look at us for that, you know. Matter of fact, since the Spirit just took me there, here, I'm not trying to lose my place. So in that day, you know, there's going to be a rude awakening. This is what's going to happen in that day, man. If I can get to it. And that's cool, because I already knew that. Most of these guys down here, they don't want to talk. They really afraid, and they really just looking at you because they hate you. They're not looking at you to say, well, what are they doing over there? That's interesting. Let me go talk to them. No, they looking at you like a mean bug, kind of like they hate you, man. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then should a righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of as such as has afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. So, for example, right now I was standing in great boldness in front of his face. I seen him coming my way, looking with a camera, and I said, what's up, man? You got any questions? With great boldness. I'm not kind of scared like, oh, man, oh, here comes somebody. Damn, man. All right, let me pack up my camp and hurry up and go before he gets over here. Fuck no. Fuck these people, man. It says, when they see it, they should be troubled with terrible fear, and should be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, because we're going to get beamed up on those chariots, like out of movie. They're going to be like, damn, that shit's strange. They getting beamed up into the sky on spaceships? Yeah. And beyond all they looked for. And repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this is he who we had sometime in derision, a proverb or reproach, right? Because they call you nigga. So they're going to say, damn, this guy out here, this weird dude with the garment on, the fringes, that I was saying we got different doctrines. Wait, these are the real men of the Lord? These guys? they the real prophets, the elect? I thought it was gonna be us. That's what they're gonna be saying. They're gonna be repenting and groaning. They're gonna be kind of groaning like, oh man, these dudes, fuck, these dudes are the prophets. Then that means we're fucked. Exactly. It says, we fools account of his life madness and his end to be well honored. How is he numbered among the children of God? They gonna be like, how are they the children of God? And his lot among the saints. Therefore we have erred from the way of truth, and the light and righteousness has not shined on us, and the sun of righteousness has not rolled on us. They gonna say, look man, we err from the truth. We inherit lies. We had it wrong the whole time. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they're the Israelites. They're the God's chosen people. Those weird dudes that was out on the highways and byways with fringes and cameras teaching with Bibles in their hand. Those are the Lord's chosen people. That's how they gonna be, man. But it's gonna be too late. Back to program though. It says, awake, Zechariah 13 verse 7. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, against the men that is my fellow, say the Lord of hosts. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep should be scattered. I will turn my hand upon the little ones, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, say the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. That means 2/3 of Israel is going to be put to death. Imagine seeing that. That's a very scary sight, man. Seeing people being cut off and die. Your own people, though. Grandmas, uncles, aunties, grandpas being put to death, man. 2/3 of Israel being put to death, man. That's a very scary sight, man. Jumping on, Zechariah 14 verse 12. It says, and this should be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem, and their flesh should consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes should consume away in their holes, and their tongues should consume away in their mouth. So what could cause that? Nuclear weapon, man. It comes down, blows up, it incinerates you. You just turn to dust and ashes, man. You consume away. You gonna fucking see that, man. Either in 2 places. Either you're gonna be out here down on the street and see a missile hit over there and see people get put to death and incinerate into dust and smoke, or you're gonna be up on a chariot looking down and see missiles getting dropped on different places and people get put to death, man. You're gonna be up on a chariot, you're gonna see a missile drop on Vocab Malone and his whole team, if the Lord deems it, and they all get put to death, man. You're gonna see a missile drop on the Ishmaelites. You're gonna see missiles getting dropped on Saudi Arabia and Dubai, and the kings and the princes over there getting put to death, man. You're gonna see that shit, man. You're gonna be like, you're gonna be cheering, you're gonna be praising the Lord like it said in Revelation 15, but you're gonna kind of be like, damn. You're gonna be like, man, the Lord's wrath is serious, man. When you're seeing those things, let's jump to Revelation chapter 2. What I want from it. These are going to be very fearful sights, but it says, fear none of these things. Revelation chapter 2 verse 10, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. You know, this is a tribulation. People look down on us like we ain't shit, but it says, but thou art rich, because really we have the inheritance of the kingdom. It says, I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prisons. That's going to be very fearful to see brothers getting took into prisons, but they still could be saved out of those prisons, though. Just like Peter was, Paul was, right? It says, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. He who has an ear, let him hear the Spirit say to the churches. He that overcometh should not be hurt of the second death. So you got 2 things at once, man. You got brothers that's going to be put to death, that's martyrs, that's going to get a crown of life. And you got brothers of the elect that's not going to be put to death, man. Majority going to be of the elect is not going to be put to death. They're going to overcome. But you are going to have select brothers that are going to be martyrs, you know. And they shall honor that, right? Because the Lord going to put the Spirit on them. They're not feeling anything. It don't matter what Esau do to you, you ain't going to feel it. Just like read the book of 2 Maccabees chapter 7. You ain't going to fear it. You ain't going to fear it and you ain't going to feel it. Just like the brothers did when they was all getting put to death one by one. Because they wouldn't eat swine. You know, so you got to remember that, man. Have faith. You know, you got to have faith. Going to Revelations 2, verse 25. It says, but that which ye already hold fast till I come, and he that overcometh and keepeth my words to the end, to him will I give power over the nations. At some point, we're going to get that spiritual power. And you, like it said, the angels, in Psalms 91, the angels are going to have charge over you, protect you, giving you spiritual power. It says, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, a vessel of the powder shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. So he going to give us power over the nations, and we're going to be rulers over them. Right? So just like how Moses lifted up the staff, right? Boom. The Red Sea got split. You might have a chariot. The chariot might tell you, lift up your hand. You might lift up your hand, and they might split a sea, or a river, a body of water, so you can cross over it. Manna, the Lord could give manna off the skies so you can eat. He could split a rock and water come out of it, just like the time of Moses, so you could drink. So it's going to be just like if you got spiritual power, but it might just be a chariot above you doing all these things for you. But you're going to be glorified, you know, because the Lord is going to, because you're going to be direct heirs to the kingdom as the Lord, you know. So it says you should receive even as I received of my Father. Like it says, even as I received of my Father. Revelation chapter 12. Oh man, I had a dream about this when I was a little boy. And it was a very fearful sight, even in my dream when I was a little boy. Just to make it short, it's way more details to it, but just to make it short, I seen a whole bunch of different lights and structures and shapes in the sky having a gigantic war. The whole sky was filled with war. You see beams of light, bullets are firing, missiles and stuff firing in the sky, and it was a war in the heavens. And all I know is at the end, to make it short, at the end, one side had won. And me and another brother, I was calling him my brother, don't mean he was my literal brother. Brother, and it could have been a brother in the truth. We was on top of a roof and we was watching the war happen. And when one side had won, I remember we was happy, we was rejoicing, because we was saying, oh, they won. And we was like, get ready, they about to come get us. And the beam of light shined on us and everything went white. And I had that dream for like weeks upon time when I was a little boy. I'm talking about like age 7, having this dream and stuff, man. And this is it right here. I never knew anything about the Bible during that time, but it was in the Bible the whole time. Revelation chapter 12, verse 7. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought his angels. The dragon is the armies of the earth. Revelation chapter 19 tells you that. So you got military, you got fighter jets in the skies fighting against so-called UFOs. UFOs is the angels. It says, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And that great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the world, was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. I mean, they're going to be destroyed. They're going to be taken off the power seat. But at the same time, they're going to be cast out to heaven. So you're going to see planes, jets, missiles, shit. You're going to see satellites, space stations and shit falling off the sky to the ground, man. That's going to be a very scary sight when you see what is called the ISS or some shit space station, and you see it coming down like a star, and it's getting bigger and bigger, and then you see it on fire like a meteor coming down. That's going to be a very fearful sight. And there's a whole bunch of satellites, man. So satellites are going to be dropping down, putting people to death too. I think it was on a movie like Mission Impossible or something like that, or G.I. Joe, or it might have been one of the Fast and Furious movies where this dude had a device. I think it was Fast and Furious, and he could make satellites come out the sky, and it was destroying different places. That's going to happen, man, because they're going to be getting blown out the sky, man. But jumping to verse 12, it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. So the devil's going to come down upon us. The military's going to come, man. And they're going to come down and put people to death with great wrath, because they can see that the Lord is coming, and they can see that they ain't got that much time, man. 2nd Ezra chapter 16 is a precept to that explains that, man. And that's going to be very fearful sight when you looking on news and you seeing in your city, Springfield, Illinois, the National Guard is going around house to house rounding people up. And by the way, they're 5 blocks down from your block, and they're working their way up. And you look on news like, damn, they coming, they 5 blocks down, and they forcing people on a bus, and they opening the door and they shooting people in the door that don't want to come. You're going to be like, damn, you're going to be trying to grab a book bag, grab this and grab that, and take off running. But then you're going to see them from that direction. Then you're going to say, okay, let me turn this direction. Then you're going to see them coming from that direction. Then you're going to say, let me turn this direction. Then you're going to see them coming from that direction. And then you kind of boxed in. You're like, fuck, I don't know where to go. Then they coming from every direction. But, you know, the elect, the Lord is sending an angel to let you know before they even do that. And let you know, get up out of there. A treat to the wilderness. Pull a Judas Maccabees off. And a treat to the wilderness. That's having the hedge of the Lord, you know. So these times that we're coming into very soon, it's going to be very fearful sights, man. And all hell about to break loose, shit about to hit the fan very soon, man. You have to prepare. I put a post up yesterday. Tighten up your circle before they hurt you. So with that, I'm going to say salvation to the elect, shalom. Give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders. Peace, blessings, and honors to all the brothers in this truth. Great camp.